Should you explode out of bad positions? The answer is yes, and also no. An example of a very early defense would be we see the attack coming, we posture, slip the elbow, and we square our body back up. So you should have a general sense of how to do that for the major submission. All right, if we're in side control, we should have a broad understanding of what we're supposed to do from here. You know, we want to work frames to the inside, we want to try to go in the elbow escape and make space, and then from here recover our guard. All right, you should also have mid-range escape, so like the submission is almost on, okay? Now from here, we're kind of mid-range, right? This means that the submission position is on. So he has the beginnings of the leg position, arm position, control of my posture that he needs to finish, but the submission itself is not happening yet, okay? He's not getting my arm into a place where it's hyperextended. So I should be able to defend in this range as well. An example of this would be starting to stack, step the leg up to support his hips, slowly extract the arm, and then from here, look to clear his leg. You can leg drag, and then you can go into your counters. So we start our knee elbow escape, and he sits through to kill my knee elbow escape, okay? So it's a different kind of pin, but we're a little further along, right? We can't just do what we started to do. So we need to understand how to switch the elbow to the bottom hip, and then create frames here, and post and prop, and create more distance, okay? So that's like kind of like mid-range. So late stage escape for an arm lock is probably going to involve not being here, okay, where we would be working to defend, but rather a situation where we get put down here and our partner begins to extend our arm. Okay, so an example of a later stage defense here would be like a hitchhiker escape. So as he goes to take my arm out, I'm comfortable bridging, dropping the arm, and turning. Okay, this is a situation where if we wait too long, the arm is going to get hyperextended. You'll either tap or your arm is going to break. This might be a situation where Andrew's advanced all the way up to the shoulder line and has my two arms trapped, so I don't have any frames. I can't get knee and elbow connection. And now from here, it's very difficult for me to bring arms inside or create wedges or frames without exposing myself to danger, right? So you should know from this position what you want to be doing. An example of this might be turning into your partner and looking to use kind of a kipping action to slip your elbow first, and then taking a grip underneath your partner's armpit as he goes to adjust. You might need to bring your body out and transitioning up into front headlock, okay? So time where I feel like, oh, he's got his weight on top. I'm locking my arms, but it's only a matter of time before my arm is extended, or he's kind of extending it, and I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to move. To explode out, right? In other words, to kind of drive him out in this direction here like this is generally a bad idea. Why? Because we have to unlock our hands. We're turning from a position where we're on our back to one where we're on our belly. We're at risk of our arm getting extended here. But the idea is that your arm is going to get extended anyway. So you have to keep in mind, you have to kind of weigh the risk, and you don't want to put yourself in a place where you can be injured. But as Andrew goes to hold this position, go ahead and put some weight on me here. Yeah, when I start to drive out in the wrong direction here, it forces him, for instance, to put his hand down. And now when the hand goes down, that's an opportunity for us to slip our elbow back. Okay, so you'll see there are some moments in the course of your training when you've exhausted early, middle, and late stage defenses, and the idea of exploding isn't so much an explosion wild out of the submission, but it's a bridge, it's a turn, it's a barrel roll that takes you from a place where your partner has good connection and good angle to one where they have to adjust. So you can think about using explosion as a form of kazushi, off-balancing your partner. And then when you can do that, you can often open up a tiny angle or a tiny window in